Hey everyone, this is MC. Here I have a classic clipper haircut for you. I'm going to demonstrate here how to do a classic clipper haircut in very simple steps. First, we're going to wet the hair slightly down, just enough so you can comb it in the direction that it grows, as you can see. Then I can find my part there. So I section the hair first. I create the style the way I want. I comb the hair into the style I want to create. I wet it down a little bit so the hair doesn't run away from my clippers, or my clippers don't push the hair. It's kind of wet a little bit and it kind of heavy, weighs itself down, it kind of sticks together. So when I go with my clippers with 1.5, the clipper kind of stays still there for me. The hair still stays still. So as you can see, I have styled the hair in a style that I want to create. Now all I have to do is just use my 1.5 to remove the bulk of the hair or excess hair, and I will end up with a style that I like to create. Obviously here I like to create a square shape, so I keep that in mind when I remove the bulk. I go straight up, and most of my work is really done with the clippers with this first step here. I keep in mind I do not follow the shape of the head. Once I reach the widest part of the head with my clippers flat against the skull, I just keep going straight up, and my clippers naturally leave the shape of the head. So it leaves me with a nice square shape. Also, most of the fading, or I should say uh, tapering, connecting the top with a or blending, connecting the top with the sides is done with this first step. As you can see there on the top, I'm not leaving a heavy line. It doesn't leave too much work for me to do when I'm connecting the top with the sides. I know in school they teach you how to do C with your clippers. You kind of like really rock the clippers away from the scalp fast, and that leaves you the heavy line which you have to remove after with either clippers or scissors, or blending scissors, or straight edge razor. But which is not a problem. It just takes you a lot of time to do that. This way you just do it really with your first technique here, and it doesn't leave you much work after, so that's a good thing about this technique. I get a lot of questions, what kind of clippers do I use? This here is Octane, Oster's Octane. It's a pretty nice clipper. I had it for a few years now. It doesn't give me any problems, so I really like it. It's a little bit loud, but it is the way it is. So now, as you can see, I have created a base for my haircut. Uh, it's slightly wide towards the top, so I'm going back here and trying to fix that. I want to create more of a square to round shape. Since you can see he has a square shaped face, I'm not gonna make his head all square like a box really, since he has a square head shape. So even though I'm going straight up and creating that kind of shape, square shape, I'm going to round it off slightly towards the top in his case, which will look better for him. As well, he has pokey straight hair, so it will, if you leave it long, you'll bother him fast. It will just go straight out. Excuse me. Now I'm going to start a taper from 0 using my fading clippers. These are Wahl Magic clippers. I like the blade I have, so that's why I use them. Also, they are cordless. That's a really good thing about them. And I have 2 pairs, so when I'm using one, the other one is charging and is being disinfected. And when I'm done with this one, I will just plug it. I'll use the other one for the next client. Now here I started with a closed blade and then halfway open and all the way open. I'm kind of fading from bottom up. So I have a quick way of fading. It's basically three-step fading. First I use 1.5, then I do whatever the fade. I start that from the bottom up, and then just blend that line between 1.5 and 1 with 1/8 of an inch and 1/16 of an inch. And you get really good results as well. I teach my system in my barbershop. My system consists of 4 categories. MC Barber system. It has a clipper category, scissor category. It's altogether somewhere between 40 to 50 techniques. And really it's very efficient. And we teach from basic fundamentals to very advanced techniques. So if you are interested on I have an apprenticeship program which is 40 hours. Basically you come from Tuesday through Saturday 9 to 6, and you watch how I approach basically actually how I greet my clients, how I do consultation with my clients, how I approach every haircut that I do, and then how I execute different techniques. Over the 40 hours you get to see all pretty much different techniques that I do and all different haircuts that I also I coach you through executing every technique that you see, and at the end of the day you get half an hour one-on-one with me to answer any questions that you might have. So, please contact us at 860-995-5779. Shout out to David Patel from, Elvis Patel from Miami, who just completed his workshop with me about a week ago or so. Very fine gentleman from Miami. Yeah, I wish him a lot of success in his career, and hopefully we work together in future as well. Now for the top, I'm using blunt cutting technique. I'm starting from crown so I can do more precise cutting. I take 1/4 of an inch sections. And as well it's easier to follow your guide. As well, shout out to all my subscribers. I really appreciate you guys subscribing to my channel. And I'm glad that you are learning from my channel. It is my pleasure to share my knowledge and my experience from the last 17 years of this industry. It really has been great. I get a lot of comments from beginners in the industry. You have just started. I wish you a lot of success. This is really a great industry. It's way better today than 17 years ago when I started. So you are starting in a very good time, in a very good industry. But one thing you should keep in mind. You should constantly stay with education. Education is the uh, if people think education is expensive, try ignorance, uh, and you'll see how expensive that is. So myself, I really until this day I do classes uh, and I educate myself. I try to learn and practice new techniques and stuff like that. Really, I believe education is the key to success. I will be competing in Paris, France this year in the hair world competition. Uh, really, it's a dream coming true for me. It is very exciting that I will be the only competitor from the United States in men's division, competing against some of the best hairstylists in the world. Uh, about 60 different countries participate. Some countries have more than one team. For example, Italy has 70 competitors. So it's an honor to really participate in such a huge event. So wish me a lot of success if I do well. Now here to get back to the haircut. Here there is really not much doing now. And once I cut the top, this little scissor over comb and connecting the top with the sides. Here I'm getting rid of that corner and I'm using a tongue control technique uh, and just kind of really taking that corner out and rounding it slightly. The haircut will still stay square, but the sharp corners I will remove. The scissors I'm using are convex edge. They are 6.5. I think the 6.5 inch scissor is an ideal size for barbering, especially for guys. Maybe for ladies, 6 would be fine. But for me, I mean, I can only speak about myself because uh, as I'm learning, I think different people have different sizes of hands, and not everybody, feels the same with the scissor. So I think you should try see if it works for you. What size of the scissor really fits in your hands the best. But for me, it's 6.5. I tried from 6, 6.5, 6 3/4, 7. But my favorite size of the scissor is really 6.5. I get questions whether a bevel or a convex edge. Bevel edge is really good if you are doing only like blunt cutting and scissor over comb. They are very durable. They are cheap. Uh, they can last you a long time. But if you do but they actually limit you to what you can do with them. You cannot really execute every technique out there with them. That's why I prefer convex edge because they really don't limit me to what I can do with scissors. However, the bad thing about convex edge, they are very fragile. They are very sharp, but they get dull very fast. And you gotta be very careful with them, and they are very expensive as well. Here for styling, I'm using a blow dryer with a medium heat and medium air, and I'm using a YS Spark brush 9 volt. I really like this brush. I was trying to get them and sell them on my website, but it's very difficult to get these brushes from this company. I get them straight from Japan. Uh, they're really nice brushes. They're anywhere from 20 to 25 bucks. And really that's cheap for this brush. I think this is really good brush. So hopefully in the future I'll have something similar to it. But in the meantime it's a YS Spark brush. And there it is. The haircut is pretty much done. Now I also do apply some product. That's about it. So here you have before pictures. and here is after. A nice clean cut with a slight comb to the side and push back. Really nice and clean. This haircut is very to do as you saw me do. I did 1.5 first, and then I went and I started with my fading clipper and got closer to the skin around the ear area, and then some scissor work on the top, and that's about it. Alright guys, thanks for watching my videos. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the support. If you like my work, please put a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed for more videos like this, and to find out what happened in France in September. I will keep you posted. So until next time, take care of yourself and enjoy your new career in the barbering industry.